It's me, it's Queen Haru, and welcome to another exciting edition of Ask An Aquarius. So if you haven't already, please hit that red subscribe button and smack the bell. So I have a really quick video for you guys. This was a very easy question. Someone asked me, how do you cleanse your tarot cards? Now, after using your tarot cards a number of times with different clients or with yourself even, or letting somebody else touch your tarot cards, which some of us don't do at all and some of us do, they need to be cleansed. So if somebody else touches them, if you use them in a reading and let somebody touch them, it's really not wrong. You can let somebody touch them. Some people just don't as a rule, but if you do, it's okay. You just have to make sure that you cleanse your cards. And even if you're not even reading other people and you're the only one touching them, you should cleanse them every so often. So there are a couple different methods for cleansing your cards that are pretty simple. I wanted to tell you guys. So if you have tarot or oracle cards, you can use this way. Okay, so one thing you can do is take a crystal. I usually use a selenite or a clear quartz crystal. You take the crystal, you put it on top of the deck, lay the deck flat, put the crystal on top of it, and that's one way of cleansing your crystal. I would usually leave the crystal on it until I'm ready to use them again. It might be 24 hours or a couple days or whatever the case is. That's one way. Crystals are a fast, easy way to cleanse your cards. Another way to cleanse your tarot cards is to use a cleansing agent. We have different herbs that we burn to cleanse things. Frankincense, myrrh, sage, palo santo. Any of those kind of cleansing agents, there are a lot of them though. I mean, like those are just 5 I named, but if you actually looked at herbs or got a book on herbs, you would see that there are a lot of them that can be used to cleanse an item or cleanse a space. Those are the most common ones and the ones I personally use. So you take your cards and you just wave them through the smoke basically. So let's say that you lit your frankincense and myrrh in your cauldron or on a little tray or a little plate, whatever you light it in, and you take your cards and just wave your cards through the smoke and say, I like to say a prayer over them, you know, ask them to be cleansed, that kind of thing, ask them to be blessed so I get the right answers and I can help people who have come to me. So you cleanse them by just waving them through the smoke and letting the smoke just get, you know, through the cards. Very simple way. Another way to cleanse your tarot cards is to take them and put them on the windowsill during the full moon. Great time. If the full moon passes by your window, it'd be a great way for them to be cleansed. Now, when you use this method, you have to be careful because you don't want your cards damaged. So if it's raining or something like that, you have to take that into consideration. If your window leaks, you do not want it to leak on your tarot cards. So you have to take all of that into consideration. I didn't use that method very often, but that's a good method for people who are living in a space with other people and maybe you don't have crystals or maybe you can't burn things. That's a really good one. Just use the power of the moon. So before the moon comes out, I would put them on the windowsill, and then after the moon passed over, I would take them and put them back into their package and put them back. So that's a real easy way, real quiet, unassuming kind of way to cleanse your tarot cards. One time, I knew a witch, and she would say, use your own energy to cleanse them, like especially if somebody else touched them. So she would take them and she would fan them and she would blow on them and use her own energy. She would kind of like channel like a pull up energy and blow the energy out. So that's another method, just blowing your own energy on them. I used that method before. But I always really preferred using frankincense and myrrh. That's my favorite one, and I use crystals on them a lot. I have a lot of crystals, so why not? Clear quartz is good. Selenite is good. Lapis is good. Lapis I don't usually use to clean them. I usually use lapis to like kind of strengthen their vibration. So I might clean them first and then put the lapis on top. Amethyst is good. That's another one people like to use often. Amethyst is really good for cleansing and charging your cards, making them that much stronger. So we cleanse them and we charge them. You charge them to make them that much stronger and have that much more of a strong vibration on them. So That's how you cleanse tarot cards. So let me know how things are going. If you cleanse your cards and you use one of these methods, let me know how things go. Okay? And if you know anybody who likes my videos, please pass them on. And if you have to ask anybody, you may as well ask an Aquarius. So if you have a question, please send it to me. My email will be underneath this video. And I try to put it underneath all the videos when I remember, but I don't always remember. So I'm going to definitely put it underneath this one. And if you have a question, let me know. Take care. Bye-bye.